Once we have an algorithm, the next step is to actually implement the program. As mentioned before, a well-designed algorithm would greatly facilitate the coding process. Let's take a look at an initial design of the program that has already been written for you. We begin the program by following a similar format that we have seen in our first Java program. In this case, the name of the program in Java is called a class, is course grade, which is followed by a statement that specifies the main entry point for the program. This statement is exactly the same as the one that we use for Hello World. This is like writing a form letter. You start by following some letterhead format. The first part of the program here is the definition or declaration of variables. I will come back to this topic later on. What you find here corresponds quite well with the input and output specifications and other information that we came up during the problem analysis step. The order of the definition is not important. Since we have considered that the weight has to be predetermined, we are also defining those names first. The names exam score, lab score, and homework score corresponds to the input item, while final grade represents the desired output. Note that this part of the program provides some explanation on what each of these names means. I should point out also that there is also a brief description on the purpose of the program at the beginning. These are comments that follow certain format. I'll come back to commenting programs later. For the main part of the program, you can see that each major section of the program, which is described by a comment, correspond to the steps 3, 4, and 5 as stipulated in the algorithm. You should also notice that different sections of the code are indented. That is, the statements start by shifting a number of columns to the right. This would help improve the readability of the program. Notice that the block of statements under step 3 would prompt the user to enter exam grade, lab grade, and homework grade using the IO statements IO.output and IO.input double. There is another statement IO.output_len under step 5. I will come back to these IO statements when we discuss simple IO towards the end of this lecture. I will also discuss what each of the statements under step 4 means in more details. Before we do that, if you still remember, in the problem-solving process, the next step following the implementation of a solution is to come up with a test plan for the implementation. I would like you to think about what would be considered a good set of input numbers for exam grades, lab grades, and homework grades for testing the program.